Hello everyone, I'm Courtney and welcome to Book Talk. Today I will be talking about the Demigod Files by Riordan, and I read this whole story today. Literally, I started it this morning and I finished it, I read 2 pages when I got back to my house from school because it was so good and the stories were short and they were just fantastic. Definitely one of the greatest companion novels I read, but I still like the Demigod Diaries better than this one, but this was definitely really good, and I'm not really sure if I'm glad or not if I didn't read it while reading the Percy Jackson Olympic series. And yes, this is a companion novel for the Percy Jackson and the Olympic series, not the Here's Olympic series, the first one. And if you have not read this, I highly recommend it. If you want a Percy Jackson book before but Olympus comes out and you haven't read it, highly recommend picking it up. So read it. There's a stupid library sticker ruining the cover, but you can still see it, so it's still beautiful. Anyway, so Percy Jackson, the Demigod Files. The first story we got, I forgot what it was called. Oh, Percy Jackson in the Stolen. I meant Stolen Chariot. And this is a story with Percy and Clarice. And I only knew one thing about this book, and it was Bob was going to be there because it was mentioned in the House of Hate and everything, so it kind of gave it away. But I did not know Percy and Clarice were going to have a story together, and I loved it so much. I felt like it made their bond closer together, and it was really, really good. It was a really great story, and I loved it. Whatever, I don't remember their names. I'm gonna look for them. Her immortal brothers. Okay. Oh, I found it. Phobos, and Demios. Fear and Terror. It was like if the Stoll twins were immortal and sons of Ares and were annoying because they were so annoying and mean, and I felt so bad. Clarice. I felt really upset. Very upset. I just felt so bad for her with all that stuff and all those things. And I feel like I got to see a sensitive side of Clarice in this story, so that was cool. And now I just feel like they have a closer bond. And I don't remember if it was mentioned in Nod's first series. I think the Stolen, what am I saying? Anyway, Stolen Chariot was mentioned in one of the books. I don't remember which one, maybe the Last Olympian, but I liked it a lot. It was just really nice to read. I loved how the beginning starts with, I was in 5th period science class when I heard these noises outside. Squawk, ow, screech, hiya! And then there's another part. Mrs. White, I said, can I go to the restroom? I feel like I'm going to puke. You know how teachers tell you the magic words, please? That's not true. The magic word is puke. It'll get you out of class faster than anything else. This story also made me laugh. It was just really funny and stuff. And I really liked it. So that's all I have to say for that story. And then we go to Percy Jackson and the Bronze Dragon, which was my favorite one of this because it's the first, the best, and everything. And Fentis was there. If you don't know who Fentis is Riordan II from Here's the Olympic series that Leo repairs in the Lost Hero to make the Riordan II. And I love Fentis. Fentis is just very lively. That's his name, right? I hope that's right. I think it is. But so we get to see him. They're playing Capture the Flag. It's July 4th. And oh my gosh, we get to see Beckendorf, because we didn't really know Beckendorf in the Last Olympian. He was there, and then he was gone, so that was pretty upsetting, but we get to see him more, and oh my gosh, I did not realize that he had a crush on Selena for 3 years. Oh my gosh, I feel like Annabeth, but shorter. It didn't occur to me, and they were so cute together, and how in the end he was like, will you go to the fireworks? And then Selena's all like, oh, you big dummy, of course I will. So adorable. full. And with Selena, literally reading this, it made me feel like Selena was still alive, that she did not die in The Last Olympian. Literally, I thought she was in The Lost Hero, but then I realized she's dead. I was really depressed. I was so depressed. So freaking depressed. I was like, why are you dead? Because I didn't really like Selena in The Last Olympian, but this book made me just love Selena so much. And oh my gosh, this was the only story Annabeth was in. And all the little Percy moments were just so cute. I love the moment where, while I'm looking for it, okay, I found it. Anyway, they find the whole dragon because it's just its head, and they're looking for it, and so they find it. And so Percy's like, well, I memorized it, but I'm just going to look at it because if I was going to pick one person in the world to reattach my head, I said, I pick you. And this just gave me the moment of realizing how Percy is the worst flirter ever. That's the worst flirting. He's like, I just blurted it out to give her confidence, I guess, but immediately I realized it sounded pretty stupid. And then Selena, being the daughter of Aphrodite, she is like, oh, and she's with Selena sniffled and wiped her eyes. Percy, that is so sweet. And then we have Annabeth's reaction, and she's like, Annabeth blush, shut up, Selena. Hand me your dagger. This book just made me laugh so hard during school. I would be like reading school and be like, it was so funny. And dude, okay, so our bad guys in the story was these huge, big ants. Now, I don't like ants. Ants are like the worst bugs ever. I just can't stand ants. There's this movie called Ant Bully. It came out like in, I don't know, 2005, 2006. And I hated that movie. I remember seeing it in the movie theater, and it gave me the creeps, and I hated it. I just hated the movie, and it made me hate ants. And I still do. And that movie, I still don't like. I haven't seen it in years, and I don't plan on seeing it anytime soon. I thought it was on Netflix one time, but it was something different. I was like, God bless. So, I didn't get the warning that our enemies was going to be these big ants in this, like, 20-foot anthill that you could literally walk in. Like, you could walk in. Like, they fit. They didn't have to crawl. They could walk in, and it was... And, oh my gosh. Oh, there's this one moment, too, in the story. Where? Oh, where is it? Oh, okay, I found it. There's all this magical stuff in her jewelry. And Selena's like, it's not important. Selena insisted, we have to find Charlie. Another first, a child of Aphrodite, uninterested in jewelry. Ah! It's so true, because I would think Selena would just forget all about Charlie and be like, I want to take this, and this, and this, because that's who daughter of Aphrodite are. That was just my favorite. And then the Sword of Hades. Dude, that was confusing. I was confused in that story. But we get to have Bob. Is he Bob before he was Bob? Was really scary. Because he was called the Piercer. Parer. I don't even know. But that was so... I was just really depressed reading that. But then he became Bob and everything was fine. And Ethan, okay, I didn't realize that Ethan had one eye. Like, when Siphius was describing him, and he said he had one eye, I was like, wait. He had... What? Or did he just... I don't know. And guys, if you read the Match trilogy, I was in the car a couple hours ago, and it kind of occurred to me when I was like planning what to say for this book talk. And that Siphius, okay, let me get this straight. If you read the Match trilogy by Ali Condi, which I finished in the last day of June, Siphius is a story Kai tells Cassia, and we get to see Siphius in this story, and it's the same thing. Siphius was rolling the boulder up, and it would always fall out. That's the story that was in Matched. Colliding. Like, it literally occurred to me to go. I was just like, oh. But yeah, just a fun fact, Siphius was the story in here that who he was in there. And stuff. Siphius was a weird person to read, and I was just confused. And how I was confused at the end where like Persephone, whatever the crap you say her name, like use them for the story. I didn't understand it at all. I was just so confused. I loved the interview. Annabeth was my favorite because she said Percy was good looking, and I was so proud. Oh, whoops. Wait. Okay, like this. Oh, this story was just so great, and I just loved it with all my life and soul. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time, specifically when Blood Olympus comes out. Or when Percy Jackson Green Gods, because I still don't own it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!